hear that Donald Trump is here in Scotland, but if he comes down that road, he'll regret it. And you know why? Because I've got a jobby on a stick. Aye.
More important things than worrying about him and what he's going to do here.
Why doesn't he just stay there and leave us all alone?
I couldn't care less.
And it's caused a hell of a carry on for people who stay in the area.
I think it's a disgrace. They're shutting this village down so we can go and play a game of golf.
This is golf course, he's got to be able to visit it, but it is a bit of a... it seems to be a bit of an overkill.
Well, we're in great shape. The trade deal was made with UK and the Prime Minister. They did a great job. You know, they've been trying to make that deal for 12 years and he got it done.
Poor President Donald Trump. He couldn't even hear himself speak. These Scottish pipes are loud. So Donald Trump touched down in Scotland, and let's just say it wasn't exactly a warm welcome. So Trump went to Scotland and crowds gathered across Scotland holding up signs saying, "Go away, Trump." Some had signs about Epstein and even banners linking him to genocide in Palestine. Protesters made it clear that Trump is not welcome.
Of Gaza, we say no to the genocide of Palestine, and we say no to any politician who says that their politics has to be built on hate, has to be built on division, and has to be built on enriching the billionaires while the vast majority of the rest of the world starve. Not in our name, never in our name. So that is why we are here today. We are here to say
those in his own country who speak out and attacking US institutions who dared to facilitate peaceful protest, conspiring with the Israeli government to starve hundreds of thousands before
see absolutely no reason why we should pay 1 penny for that orange walloper. Absolutely raging that we're paying for it. He wants to come and see his business is fine. Let him pay for the security, let him pay for the policing. He's always bragging about how rich he is, even though he didn't release his tax returns. So let him use some of all that money that he's had from all that winning and all those fantastic trade deals that he's supposed to have made. He keeps telling everyone he's really wealthy, he's doing everything right, he's got all this money. Let him pay for it. See absolutely no reason why we should pay 1 penny for that orange walloper.
He's not welcome. He claims Scottish heritage. He's not from Scotland. He doesn't share our values. We care about people, we care about community, we care about diversity, we care about people all over the world. Because Scotland has people in every single country in the world. This should be a model for how to behave and how to think about others, instead of just focusing on making America great. What does it even mean? It doesn't mean anything.
That's what all these signs say. Get the hell out. You know, he's got no reason to be here.
If anyone high up would just stand up to him in America, he'd be gone. And I think once he is gone, whether it's a cheeseburger, too many, or whatever, I think it'll all go away. Because I don't think anybody has his level of depravity.
US News won't show you this, but I will. This is the front cover of Scotland's newspaper, The National, today. Not President of the United States, not even his name Donald Trump, but simply felon. If you're new here, I don't normally sound like this. I'm sick, but I saw this article and I knew I had to come and share it with you guys. And of course, this is all because Donald Trump is visiting Scotland this weekend. And this is how the country of his dear old mom is rolling out the welcome mat. And meanwhile, cities across all of Scotland are planning mass protests. And Prime Minister John Sweeney has said that he's going to use this visit to raise the profile of issues like Gaza, climate change, and women's rights. You know, all things that Donald Trump has actively made worse. Meanwhile, back in the United States, media outlets are treating it as a little golf getaway. But Scotland is saying, If you like my content, make sure you're following here and on YouTube. Okay, I need to stop speaking now.
And of course, the Scottish media ended up asking Trump a few questions about what was going on in the US with regards to the migrant situation, ICE, with regards to the Epstein situation, the court case. They did try to hammer a few questions to Trump. So let's take a look.
But on immigration, you better get your act together, or you're not going to have Europe anymore. You got to get your act together. And we, you know, as you know, last month we had nobody entering our country. Nobody. Shut it down. And we took out a lot of bad people that got there with Biden. Biden was a total stiff. And what he allowed to happen, but you're allowing it to happen to your countries. And you got to stop this horrible invasion that's happening to Europe.
Different. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But maybe it's slightly different.
Mr. President, we didn't completely rule out a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell when you landed. Is that something you would ever consider, and why?
Pardon for who?
For Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, I'm allowed to give her a pardon, but nobody's approached me with it. Nobody's asked me about it. It's in the news about that aspect of it, but right now it would be inappropriate to talk about it. So.
Mr. President, one protester said that we are here to remind the world that Trump's legacy is built on lies, corruption, and blood. Whether it was Epstein, Palestine, or just pure disgust, Scotland spoke loud and clear. Trump, you are not welcome here. What do you think? Does Trump deserve this kind of reception? I know that most of you will agree, given everything that has been happening with the ICE deportations, with the migrants, with the tariffs in the US. Maybe Trump deserves this. What do you think? Did Scotland do right by Trump? I will see you in the next video.
I want him to leave our country. He's an odious man. Horrible. Orange buffoon.
Those people were so great right there. And Scotland was incredible. As Donald Trump went there to grift, costing the American taxpayers millions of dollars, the Scotland taxpayers millions of dollars, to promote his freaking golf course. The people of Scotland, from Aberdeen to Edinburgh and all different cities and towns throughout Scotland, let Donald Trump know exactly what they thought of that vile sexual predator, that vile felon, that bankrupter, that fraud, that destroyer. I saw one group of people say, we can smell that stench of Trump the moment he landed. Take a look at some of the signs we saw at some of the major protests across Scotland. Not even your wife likes you, Donald. Photos of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. BFF forever. Best friends forever. You were shite in Home Alone too. Scotland hates you, Donald. Scotland hates Donald Trump. A photo of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Very bad people. You are not welcome here. Photos and signs like this. Release the Epstein files, baby carrot, Donald. And meanwhile, Donald Trump spent the day golfing, thinking that he could just run away from his deep, dark past connections that are being uncovered, as we've learned that Donald Trump's name appears all over the Epstein files, and that's why he's saying it's a big hoax, as Donald Trump's Department of Justice gave Ghislaine Maxwell, the sex trafficker co-conspirator of Epstein, who's serving 20 years in a Tallahassee prison for sex trafficking. Donald Trump gave her Queen for the Day status, immunity for her speaking with the Department of Justice, where undoubtedly she's going to give names of other people and try to clear Donald in exchange for a pardon. And she's probably not even going to speak to Congress. But Donald Trump's there. He's golfing in Scotland. He's promoting his businesses. He's self-dealing, enriching himself off, again, the Scotland taxpayer dime and ours in America. And then the despicable and weirdo MAGA influencers like this guy, Eric Dougherty, just revealed President Trump's golf swing is being shown off in Scotland. And people are amazed at his form. for somebody nearly 80 years old. Democrats have spent months trying to say he's not fit for office. This is my thing with these MAGA people, as I've said before. It should never be a Democrat or Republican or red or blue thing, although it's become that. It should be like a good versus evil, an intelligent versus stupid, a MAGA cult versus like a democracy. What are we even talking about there? How could someone even write a post like that and be serious? The person was serious. But okay, we want to take a look at Donald Trump's golf game, that golf swing. Well, we've got footage of it here. Take a look at this here. Play this clip.